And my camera is on. And we get to start Reader's Workshop. Okay. So yesterday we started reading The Rainbow Fish. Yes, and that was really a fun one. And we looked at vocabulary. Vocabulary are words that are important that you need to know in a story to help you understand.
Vocabulary?
We saw scale. Remember, a scale is the hard, bony plate on a fish. And our rainbow fish happens to have some sparkly and colorful ones that shimmer. And remember, shimmer is when something is shiny.
I know that.
Okay, then show with a connection sign. Thank you.
This is my connection sign. It's just like showed it.
Then this is also a story about friends. So today is another day with the rainbow fish, and we are going to think about the order of events.
I like it.
The order that something happens. So we need to know about what happens first, next, then, and last. That's how
I know what to do.
Makes sense. That's why order is important.
The rainbow fish.
Oh, voice is off right now. Just listening ears. So order of events. If you think about things that go in order, it's important that you do them in order for them to work. For instance, when you're brushing your teeth, first you have to put the toothpaste on the toothbrush. Next, you put the toothbrush in your mouth and you brush your teeth. Last,
I know what to do when I brush my teeth.
Yeah, you have to brush your teeth. I'm just doing a quick check on speakers. Thank you. And oops, now we have to get back to reading. There we go.
Is there any scoopers that have to come?
Speakers off, please.
Okay.
Thank you. Here's another example of the order of events. What is this person doing? They're getting breakfast. They are getting their cereal. And first they need to get everything they need. First they have their milk and their bowl and spoon and the cereal. Next they put the cereal and the milk in the bowl. And last they can eat. So when we are thinking about this story, The Rainbow Fish, we want to think about what happens first, what happens next, then what, and what happens last, so that it can make sense for us. Today, we're going to listen to the story again, thinking about the order of events, because your work today is going to be putting things in order. We have a different narrator, that means a different reader today for this story. So you might notice some different things, but think, what happens first in this story? Next, then what? And last.
Hello, and welcome to Storyline Online, brought to you by the Screen Actors Guild Foundation. My name is Ernest Borgnine, and we're going to be reading a book today called The Rainbow Fish by Marcus Pfister. Right? Here we go. A long way out in the deep blue sea, there lived a fish. Not just an ordinary fish, but the most beautiful fish in the entire ocean. His scales were every shade of blue, green, and purple, with sparkling silver scales among them. Oh, beautiful. The other fish were amazed at his beauty. They called him Rainbow Fish. Come on, Rainbow Fish, they would call. Come on and play with us. But the Rainbow Fish would just glide past, proud and silent, letting his scales shimmer. One day, a little blue fish followed after. Rainbow Fish, he called, wait for me. Please, give me one of your shiny scales. They're so wonderful and you have so many. You want me to give you one of my special scales? Who do you think you are? Cried the rainbow fish. Get away from me. Shocked, the little blue fish swam away. He was so upset, he told all his friends of what had happened. From then on, no one would have anything to do with the rainbow fish. They turned away when he swam by. What good were the dazzling, shimmering scales with no one to admire them? Now he was the loneliest fish in the entire ocean. One day he poured out his troubles to the starfish. I really am beautiful. Why doesn't anybody like me? I can't answer that for you, said the starfish. But if you go beyond the coral reef to a deep cave, you will find the wise octopus. Maybe she can help. Rainbow fish found the cave. It was very dark inside, and he couldn't see anything. Then suddenly, two eyes caught him in their glare. And the octopus emerged from the darkness. I have been waiting for you, said the octopus with a deep voice. The waves have told me your story. This is my advice. Give a glittering scale to each of the other fish. You will no longer be the most beautiful fish in the sea, but you will discover how to be happy. I can't, the rainbow fish started to say, but the octopus had already disappeared into a dark cloud of ink. Give away my scales, my beautiful shining scales? Never. How could I ever be happy without them? Suddenly, he felt the light touch of a fin. The little blue fish was back. Rainbow fish, please don't be angry. I just want one little scale. The rainbow fish wavered. Only one very, very small, shimmering scale, he thought. Well, maybe I would miss just one. Carefully, the rainbow fish pulled out the smallest scale and gave it to the little fish. Oh, thank you very much, the little blue fish bubbled playfully as he tucked the shiny scale in among his blue ones. A rather peculiar feeling came over the rainbow fish. For a long time, he watched the little blue fish swim back and forth with his new scale glittering in the water. The little blue fish whizzed through the ocean with his scale flashing. So it didn't take long before the rainbow fish was surrounded by the other fish. Everyone wanted a glittering scale. The rainbow fish shared his scales left and right. And the more he gave away, the more delighted he became. When the water around him filled with glimmering scales, he at last felt at home among the other fish. Finally, the rainbow fish had only one shining scale left. His most prized possessions had been given away. Yet, he was very happy. Come on, rainbow fish, they called. Come and play with us. Here I come, said the rainbow fish, and happy as a splash, he swam off to join his friends.
Okay, so that was a very nicely read story. And I hope that you were listening and paying attention to what comes next. So let me find here, hold on just a second. Let's get back to this. Today, when you are working, you will go to your slide and you will go to your seesaw activity. And again, we will have a rainbow fish activity for you. And this is all about putting things in order, putting events in order. So let's take a look at what you will see and do today. So up here, it says the rainbow fish sequencing. Sequencing means to put things in order. We also have these words, first, then, next, and last. You can use these words then and whatever you want in the middle. But whatever comes first needs to be first, and whatever comes last needs to be last. Then we have these boxes down here with a sentence and some pictures. So you can use them both to help you figure out what comes first, then, next, and last. You will use this hand rainbow fish feels happy. This one says, rainbow fish talks to the octopus. This says, rainbow fish meets little blue fish. And this says, rainbow fish gives his scales away. What do you think comes first?
Be able to get outside.
He meets the first one.
He meets a little blue fish. So you can move that up to first. What happens next?
This. The scales.
The scales? Does he give them away before he feels happy?
Yes.
Give them away before he feels happy.
He went to the octopus. Octopus.
Before. So that is what comes next. Then, James.
Okay, and then this one goes there.
Then he gives them away.
Okay, that one goes.
He feels
happy.
okay.
Well,
so that is going to be your job today. Later.
Happy.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and stop recording.
Yeah.
Okay.